Hello, welcome back to Drippy Drez's podcast. In today's audio, I'll be talking about irrationality. There is the common misbelief that if you're being logical, that's it, and if you're being emotional, that's it. There's never, the rest. Because of this, there is the belief that not caring about someone is considered emotional. A lot of you are probably like, well, because you think we don't think like that, we just go along with it. Well, here's the thing. Not caring about someone shouldn't be considered emotional because you're literally saying that you don't feel something for someone. And I understand why people think that it is considered an emotion, but I really don't think that that's good for anyone's mental health. And I'm pretty sure that there is a 2007 film that tried to teach people this. Another common misbelief is that people have to go out of their way to prove that they're selfless. That's not true. If somebody's selfless, then they will come across as selfless. I know that there's a 2016 movie that proves the exact opposite, but it's been announced that there's going to be a movie released in 2027 that will make fun of it. How do we know if somebody's selfless? We judge them based on how they make us feel. Why would we judge people based on that? Well, words aren't always the best way to judge someone. Actions aren't either. Feelings are. And since feelings are used to determine what's logical, then non-feelings can be a pretty good indicator of something not being logical. Now, why is it that sometimes we struggle with determining whether or not something's accurate? Well, because we don't always look at things through a third perspective. And how do we know what the third perspective should be? Well, let's say that person A lies to person B about something as a way of manipulating them, and person B doesn't believe the lie but lets person A get their way due to being upset about other things. Meanwhile, person C sees this and knows exactly what's going on, while a big group of people also see it and have trouble believing that person B knew what was going on. Well, the answer is simple. Person C would have to tell the truth, and then when nobody believes him, he would have to say that person B let himself get tricked for a reason other than why person B actually let himself get tricked. That is the third perspective that needs to be utilized from time to time, even in situations in which the person utilizing it doesn't even think are a big deal. There's another topic that I would like to address in order to explain irrationality, and that is details. A lot of people think that it's a good thing to not worry about small details and focus on the bigger picture. That might be true, but not worrying about small details doesn't mean not paying attention to them. As a matter of fact, paying attention to small details is essential to seeing the bigger picture. Now, how could that be the case? Well, think about it. I mean, this morning, you probably didn't remember where you put your car keys, and what if you searched your entire house except for that one little spot where they actually were? Yeah, that is how the smallest detail can affect even the biggest thing, because when you think about it, what somebody thinks of as a small detail is subjective, because what I just said might resonate with most of you, but then there's somebody out there who might be thinking, that seems like a pretty important detail, but I get what you're saying. Another example might be when you're at an art museum and you come across a painting and you're looking at it, you're like, oh yeah, that's a nice painting. The person next to you is like, oh, notice that? Oh, no, I didn't. To you, that might have been a small detail, but to the painter, that might be the most important part of the picture. Now I bet you all get what I'm saying. Well, thank you all so much for listening to this audio. Thank you for hitting that like and subscribe button. Thank you for leaving comments in the comment section below. I will talk to you all next week, Saturday.